So, let's strip this bad boy down. I've already unbolted the case and I'll try to open it with one hand, very skillfully. And voila! Here it is. The big ass fan and the other components. Wow, it's a computer. It's got a CPU, VGA, RAM, and whatnot. I bet you didn't see that one coming. The CPU fan may not look that intimidating, but believe me, it's doing its job pretty well, even surprisingly well, considering that I've got a 9950 Phenom Black Edition. So the Black Edition I can easily overclock it, but I will refrain for two reasons. One, the CPU is already powerful enough. Second, I would probably like to have some sort of a kick-ass cooling system if I'm going to overclock my CPU. But actually, the case fan helps to cool down the CPU too, by a little bit. Though the case fan, it pretty much contributes to the overall case air circulation to prevent the components warming up one another. So, you saw the CPU, or at least the fan. No, I'm not going to strip it down, because I'm just not in the mood for it. Now, when we move this jungle of cables, we'll see the RAM encased in a cooling case RAM thingy. Can't remember the name right now, and if you could see it, it should say ADATA DDR2 modules 2 gigs each, running at 1066 megahertz frequency. There's the CD. Wow, the butt of the CD. And there's the 500 gigabyte hard disk. Even more exciting, and of course the least exciting, the VGA. Yes, it's an ATI. Don't be fooled by the blue board. I guarantee you it is ATI. And if you haven't guessed the model already, it is, yep, the 4870. I can't wait to see that one. And yeah, lots of myths and critic against this card, but believe me, I've pushed this motherfucker not too far, but definitely above its default capabilities, and it's a very, very stable card. Actually, surprisingly well. Even I had small doubts about some things. I was also worried about its temperatures, but ATI says that its normal capabilities and it's supposed to run that hot, but it doesn't really run that hot. It's just that its idle temperature is a bit high, but when it's under low, it's pretty normal actually. And also, myth number one, the fan is noisy. Yes, it can be noisy if you put it at, let's say, 80 or 100%. It sounds like a jet engine then, but I've never really experienced a card to go that high unless I made it do so. Actually, playing most games, the card acts as if it's in idle. The fan just sits around 27-30%. When it's idle, it's at 23, but playing, for instance, Gears of War, that thing just pushes the card about to run its fan at 30%. And honestly, I don't really notice the difference between absolutely idle and when I was playing Gears of War. In both cases, it was quite like a mouse. Actually, I think I can hear the case fan and the CPU fan even more. So in general, the ADI 4870 is not that noisy. It does run hot when you put your hand behind it, and by the way, yes, it is a dual slot solution. So when you put your hand behind it, it is kind of warm, but all in all, that's good actually, since since all the heat is going from the behind and doesn't stay inside your case to warm up all of your other components. And yes, that is a VGA dongle. My monitor runs with a VGA cable. I guess some people that will be living in Stone Age, but I should be getting HDMI for this because running VGA on it is ass. So definitely gotta get HDMI soon. Well, all in all, this is it. Oh my god, I forgot to show the power supply. So exciting. It's the Fortron Blue Storm 500 watt with a fan underneath. You know, I just realized how useful a cell phone is to make videos like this. I mean, look at this. Look where I can put the cell phone and record. I mean, this is nuts. I'm fitting the cell phone between the RAM modules. Ow. That probably the sound of that was horrible. I apologize. I didn't think sooner. Let's put it to the other module so that there won't be much rubbing. And yeah, I'm being plain silly right now. Oh look, Gigabyte. And this is it, I guess. I'm not going to strip it down and turn it into components. Oh, what else? I'll most likely make a separate video to show you how noisy the 4870 can be if you push it that far manually. But other than that, oh, benchmarks. I almost forgot about that. You haven't benchmarked it really. Odd, because I remember that when I was still waiting for the right moment to get a new PC, that one of the first thing I'll do is to bench this motherfucker piece of PC and see what it's got. And all I've done is like play Gears, Crisis, and Unreal Tournament. Needless to say, all run pretty well. Actually, I run Crisis. I'm on XP, by the way, on all high, but with the XP graphics patches and hacks on. So yeah, you can pretty much say that I'm almost there to having very high quality graphics on Crisis. And the game's been running like over 30 FPS, over the 30 FPS bench, and it runs really smooth actually. I get only very small drops and very short-term drops. I mean, like in very specific areas. But other than that, the game just runs well. You know what? I actually forgot to test if I can put filters on Crisis. Yeah. Max graphics with anti-aliasing. Actually, I'm gonna do that pretty soon, probably after I finish making this video. But need to get an HDMI cable because VGA is ass.